parents and students, welcome back. Today I actually just want to talk about guitar picks and finger picking. Finger picking is what we sort of start talking about, and that's using your fingers to play. So we would use our index finger for our notes and our thumb to strum our chords. This is the oldest way of playing the instrument. It's been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. So it is the oldest way of playing. Guitar picks are more of a modern idea that was popularized during the blues, jazz, and sort of rock movements of the 30s, 40s, and 50s. These styles of music depend a lot more on chords. You think about blues songs. That kind of stuff. It helps to have a guitar pick because you're strumming multiple strings. Whereas music 100 years before that would probably have done more of like a finger picking arpeggio. Jazz is the same way. You get a lot of these kind of chords, and then obviously rock music with power chords. So that's really the styles of music that you tend to see guitar picks used on. So finger picking, you tend to see more in folk music. Think stuff like Cat Stevens or Bob Dylan would use a lot of finger picking stuff. And then classical guitar. Any guitar music that was really written before the 20th century would be using your finger picks. So for our students, I really like them to know how to do both. I like them to know how to use their fingers and how to use a guitar pick. And at the end of the year, when it's recital time and they decide, I really like using a guitar pick more, that's fantastic. Go ahead. Give your performance with a guitar pick. I just want to make sure that they know both of the ways and how to play that way. So let's start by finger picking the Mountain Climber. I'm just going to do the first line of it. So we have these E's. I'm going to have my thumb resting right here, and I'm going to have my index finger right here on E. I really want it to just be the tip of my finger. I don't want to go under and lift the string up and get that sort of smacking sound. Just a real easy. It's also helpful to think that the fingers, there we go, they're not going upwards, they're going back. So after you play it, it should come back into the hand like that, not up like this. So E, 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 F, 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 G, 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 F, 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 rest. So that's if I'm just using my index finger. If you want more of a challenge, finger picking, you can go I and M, index and middle, going back and forth. This is how classical guitar players tend to get their speed to do their scales. Back and forth, I and M. So if you want to try the Mountain Climber, a little bit more of a challenge, try that I and M. Strumming chords. Sometimes it can hurt the thumb to strum the chords, and that can be a couple different things. Number one, they're doing it too hard. It's too hard. You just want to glide across the strings. And you want to be really, really careful about doing that too hard, because it can lead to blisters on the thumb, and then that's like a serious ouch, and no kid wants that. So be really careful about how hard you're strumming. Also make sure that it's gliding across and you're going down. You're not going out like this. Almost like your hand's running into your neck. Okay, so that's if we're going to finger pick. Single notes, we use our index finger or our index and middle. For strumming, we're going to use our thumb. Let's talk about the guitar pick. You want to hold the guitar pick between your index and your thumb. When you are doing just single notes like E, you're just going to play that one string. Sort of the same idea. You don't need to do it too hard. The string shouldn't be bending anyway when you play it. Just a real nice, easy pick. Right on the tip of the pick. So for E, and it's always going to be down for right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, F. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Rest. Now, just like we talked about with adding I and M for a little bit more of a challenge, if you want to challenge yourself with the guitar pick, try going up and down on those notes. This is how electric guitar players tend to do very fast scales. Just going back and forth, up and down on that guitar pick. For your chords, you're going to take the guitar pick, and it's just kind of like the thumb. It's just a real easy glide across the strings. Again, you don't want to hit the strings too hard. That's every kid's natural instinct is they want to play the guitar too loud. We'll get there, but if you're trying to play the guitar loud, especially as a beginner, you're going to get a really bad sound. You need to sort of have a long conversation on how to make it sound loud. For right now, just a nice, easy, gentle sound. Alright, and that is just sort of my quick overview of the difference between notes with the finger picking and chords and using a guitar pick for notes and chords. Thanks so much, and I hope that helped.